Hi, my name is Larry, and I'm going to be your mentor for Adobe Flash and how to animate and draw and all sorts of fun. So here we're going to open our page here. When you click on Adobe Flash, we'll get this, and here's our opening screen. First thing we want to do is click on Action Script 3.0. And then over here is the resolution of our screen. On width, let's type in 1920 by 1080. That's our standard high def. Although we're not going to stuff, but this would be our frame rate that we'll use on this course, 24 frames per second, FPS. And this is the background color of your stage, and we'll leave it as white right now. So if you click on this, you'll see you get a whole spectrum of different colors that you can pick for your background color, your stage, but let's leave it at white for now. Look at that, change it to gray. White, and everything's okay, press OK. Bingo. Except this white area here is our stage. We need to see on the outside of the stage that has some stage sides there. I think I called it pasteboard in our write-up. So let's try over here. You see my cursor. Over here I'm at 100%. Let's try 50. That's still pretty big. So let's try, what's got here, 25. That's way too small. But here's our pasteboard around it. Outside of the stage, the white stage. Let's try something in between. How about 40? So I just click on this area. You see it gets highlighted, and just type in 40. Press return. Yeah, that's great. So let's look at this stage set here. This is our timeline up here. You see this layer, much like Photoshop or other drawing tools, they have layers. So we'll want to talk about that later. But this is your timeline, and each one of these represents a frame of film or video that we're talking about. Here's that frames per second again. You can change your timing later. And over here is the toolbar. It goes down here like this. Notice if you move your cursor over these lines here of this tool area. You can also do that with your timeline. If you have a million different layers, you can make space for that so you can see them. But we're not doing that right now. And over here is our properties window. So right now, on the left-hand side, we have clicked the brush, and therefore we have the brush properties. So what do we have here? This is a select tool. If you hover over any of these little tools over here, then it'll tell you what it is. And that's a pen tool, and there's text tool, line tool, rectangle, oval tool, polystar tool, pencil, brush, I guess you guys can read too. Paint bucket, and that's an eyedropper tool, which comes in handy sometimes. So let's start with the brush. The brush tool, or if you're using your keyboard, you can use B as your shortcut. When we click on the brush tool, we have some options down here. We have a brush size. We have a brush shape. Let's just leave these in circle. And if you have a pressure sensitive tool, like a scribe and tablet, then you'll want to click on that. Because pressure sensitive will give you this thick and thin line. You notice I got some squares and some funky business happening there. So over here we can go to smooth. We click on smooth and make some adjustments. And just see what that does. low. Let's try a bit higher. I think I'll try. That number 40 keeps on coming in here. Looks good. So I can press my Command key and Z and go backwards on all this. So here's my brush tool. I've chosen brush as I've written in our document, our Blythe document. The brush tool is a fill tool, meaning there's no outline to it. So I'm just going to make a simple character. So you can see some drawing in action here. So in animation, you want to keep things simple and easy to read. If you put too many lines down, it's messy. And look, I can erase the opposite end of my stylus. Just clean it up a bit. And here's my paint bucket here. So my paint bucket, I can choose some colors. That's not filling. And let's have a look. So you can press Command and the plus button just to get a closer look. And we can see that there's a hole there. So while we're in Paint Bucket, you have this option down here and it says gap size. That's a gap. So you want the program to be able to read that as a closed area, and it does this for you. So we can say, what do you think that is? A medium gap? Let's try medium gap. And there you go. It filled it, and it doesn't flood all over the page. Let's go back out wide again. So you can go magnify by pressing Command plus, or go back and Command minus. I want to draw. Also, I want to draw a circle on his chest here. Now I can go back to fill and paint in. Let's give him a shirt. Some blue jeans. That's not right. Something yellowish. Simple. So, there's a quick character with fills and a line on it. Yeah. Here's a trick that we can use later. We want to select the line. See how the line all turned dotted is highlighted? Let's capture this one too. So press Shift and press the line, and that'll add it to it, right? If you just select now, it just all falls to pieces. So let's select that line and see whether we can change the color. So as I have that line selected, I can change the color, which is pretty nifty. It comes in handy. If you don't want a solid black color, you can pick gray. I think that looks good. Red. What do you think? I don't think so. Let's step backwards. So Command Z steps you backwards. I think we were right the first time with black. Okay, so let's leave it at that. And there's your first lesson. We're drawing in Flash CC, Adobe Flash CC, and with a brush. So let's see some drawings you guys do. Get them done and send them off.